Let me reach behind me for those of you that are joining on video. And for those of you that are not joining on video, I'm going to describe to you what I have. This is a canvas painting of Teddy Roosevelt riding a moose. He was up in Alaska. He saw a moose that was swimming, and he did what every reasonable man would do. He jumped on its back. And I think this is the most epic picture of all time. Now, below you see a speech that he gave. It's called The Man in the Arena. And I'm going to read that speech to you right now. All right, here we go. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives vigilantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never know victory of defeat. That is the man in the arena. And I'll tell you what, when I first read that, it made the hair on my neck stand up. I absolutely love that speech, so much so that I got on, I think it was Vistaprint, and found this awesome picture of Teddy Roosevelt riding a moose and put that text in there. And this is in the podcast studio when we're recording, but when we're done, it goes right back up to my office. And you know, when I walk into my office, it just kind of sets the tone. You know, my goal is to be the man in the arena. So I don't know, Ken, what do you think about that speech?
Yeah, you introduced that. I had never heard of that before, and then you're like, hey, check this out. And so I went and read it, and it's real inspiring. It speaks to, like what you want to accomplish, and being on the battlefield, just getting in the game. And so that's kind of what it speaks to me. And then, the picture that you have, like Teddy Roosevelt, like you were both outdoorsmen, and we like wildlife, hunting, fishing, and I can't think of anybody else who probably has had more impact in the country we live in than Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, he's a lot of that can be attributed to him. Parks, recreation, we don't want to go into all that, but he's very influential in that space. And just that picture of him riding a moose, like that's balls, right? Who the hell jumps on the back of a moose and rides it? And this is not a baby moose. This is a bull moose with massive rack. He's apparently in a lake, jumps on the back, and is riding this moose. Like, that's classic right there. So yeah, it's very motivational.
Yeah, he was an absolute legend. And his last night in office, I think it was something like 3 million acres he put into public land in perpetuity on his last night. And just if you've been to a national park, you most likely have Teddy Roosevelt to thank for that. So anyway, that's number one. That's what gets me fired up is the man of the arena speech.